Welcome to MLB The Show. 19 guys. This is AAA baseball.
Hometown crowd. And please, Zach, what's the word
See if
on
we
him?
can get a win here.
It's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Line toward right center.
Pretty good hit.
That's a hit, their first of the new season.
I'll take that.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next.
So good. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's see what happens this time.
Into the box now, number 2. And
That's
here's
a
a
good
ball
hit.
in the air. Jones
Foul.
is after it, but
That's
this will
fine.
land untouched.
Not a big deal. See what we do this time.
A
Miss.
swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Okay, strike 2.
Caratini gets his lead at first, nobody out.
See if we can't get this ball in play here. And not cause double play.
And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, they're seeing
That
this
works
pitcher
out
well
fine.
right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
And that'll bring in
That's
the
a good hit.
Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Number
That's
66
an out.
is there, and he has it for the out.
Yeah, there's our first out.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
See what happens
Matty,
this
you
time.
take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does.
The ball I should have hit.
Lineup to try and
For at
execute
least
and score, manufacture
single.
1 or 2 runs early in this one.
I think that was too soon. We really gotta get this ball
On
in
its
play
way,
here.
the 0-2 pitch. Line toward the alley and
That's
left
what we
center.
needed.
That's in there. Base hit. Caratini rounds the corner and is headed home. The
We got
run is
one.
in to score, and they take an early 1-0
Heck
lead.
yeah.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah,
Especially
it's just a
losing
nice
3-1.
approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get
So
fired
we gotta
up
put
with the
some
dugout.
rounds up here.
100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet
to
the
9
moment
pitches.
down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Well, there's
And he's
10.
got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
We give up the 15 pitches, we'll be in good shape. That's my goal, 15 pitches.
Oh, he's able to get a glove on that one.
Frick, that's
He'll
an out.
recover in time to get the lead runner
What?
at second.
I got 2
so
runs.
a heads-up play there to get that second out. On to first, but not in time as he's in there
That's
ahead
awesome.
of the throw.
Eloy.
Stepping into the
Barrera.
box, Eloy Barrera.
See what
He'll get
happens
to
here.
take his first cuts here.
It's like a
Ready to
good
deliver.
hit.
Here's the first pitch. Little tardy on
Not
that
bad.
swing as it's well wide of first.
It was off a little bit. I feel like that was a pretty good hit, though. So we can do a little better.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going
What
on.
the heck's he doing? Oh, was at 13. It's a good place for it. I said 15 pitches. Only 2 more.
1-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up
15.
with 2 strikes.
So we should hit this ball, though.
Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and
Now,
that will
but
retire
15
the
pitches.
side.
It's awesome.
Into the box now, Prince Shatner. He'll lead things
See, how
off here in
good's
the
our
bottom
pitcher
half of the
here?
For
first.
the Sounds, the third baseman.
In there, strike
Prince
1.
I'll take that.
Shatner.
Let's see. You want to hit that?
Behind 0-2
Oh, God,
now.
yes. Let's foul, thank God. Whew. Come
Into the
on.
windup. Here comes the 0-2
Get him right
pitch.
here.
Smoked on the ground up the
Get him
middle.
out. Get him out.
And a good throw gets
Got
him
him.
1 gone. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting
rolling.
lineup. Hey, bro, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today.
Oh, that's crap
and
pitch.
they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there.
Oh.
Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got
good
the
throw.
or not.
Batting third.
But didn't really matter.
In Paul Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Strike one to start the at-bat.
That's what we need.
Aguilar leads off first with one
Strike
away.
2.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Strike 3.
Not
maybe?
looking good after being down 0-2.
Got him.
I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little
That's
bit.
what we need.
Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there.
The
Paul
pitches.
Walker becomes the second out of the bottom of the first.
That wasn't very good.
Willie Calhoun is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
See about here.
And a strike to even the count.
1-1.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Okay, let's go 1-2. Nice. Okay, need one more strike. Let's go right here.
Strike
Got him.
3 called, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a
Took us
man
12
left.
pitches.
On now to the top half of inning number 2. The
Interesting.
I-Cubs are out in front, 2-0.
Leading off for
Let's
Iowa.
try to keep this guy away.
Ralph Tyrone. He'll swing it from the left side right
Ooh.
here. Line towards center field. Number 66 is there.
Well,
and he makes the
dang.
catch for the out.
Batting 8. The
At
right
the
fielder.
plate, Jeff
That ain't
Colon.
very good.
Colo.
Let's at least give him the 20
Ready
pitches.
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's what we needed. 17.
You think there's any
Okay,
justice
2
in the
more
game?
pitches.
Watch those 2 at bats.
Batting nine.
Both of them hit on
The
the
second
absolute
This team isn't
screws.
too
One's
bad.
right at one
They're
guy,
not
and then one's a
fantastic
single.
by
Go
any means.
figure.
In now,
They should be.
John McLeary.
As long as they're
He
fairly
swings and
consistent,
rounds
that's
it
all
to
I really
short.
care
And
about.
that gets through for a 1-out
No.
base hit. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
What the heck just happened?
Now batting. The catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Caratini.
That
He
was
singled
annoying.
and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he
Hit the wrong
throws the
freaking
fastball
button.
by him here, 0-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by
Dang.
him. He didn't stand a chance.
There we go.
Behind 0-2 now.
I got my 20 pitches where I
McLeary,
wanted
the
it.
runner at first with 2 gone.
Right where I wanted it. It's all good.
And
Oh, it hit
that
him.
Caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Throw to first,
Nice.
but he's safe. And now the stadium's
Nice,
attention
nice.
turns back to the man on the mound.
Number 2.
Nice.
Now at the plate, number 2.
What we needed.
2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
Oh, that's nice.
Right at the third base.
And that's fine.
Stepping up to the plate, Kurt Cavanaugh,
Here we
as
go.
they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to
The
start
first
the
baseman.
home half of the second.
Kurt.
Hey, we're still in the
Cavanaugh.
early stages in this one. They're only down by
See what
a
happens
couple of
here.
runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on
Nice.
and get a big inning started.
Behind 0-2 now.
It should be an out. No, didn't get it.
The next 0-2.
What this time? Oh,
Had
no.
to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
What this time?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That pitch is off.
Fouled off.
I was off a little bit. We're at 17 pitches.
Now a swing, and he pops him up.
That's an out.
This is right out in front of the mound.
Nice.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number
Batting
What we
1.
needed.
The catcher.
So now up steps Isaiah
Can't
Kiner
touch this.
Falefa. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 1 for 2.
Not very good throw.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
That was a bad pitch. That's
That's inside.
even worse yet.
2-0. Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
What the heck?
1 out, nobody on.
Okay, I got him this time, dang it. There,
That one's
there's
in
a
there.
strike.
3-1.
Should be another strike. There we go, 3-2. All is great in the world now. So we can get him out right here.
Looked like
got
a
him.
fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That's what we needed. 2 outs.
Batting 7.
So digging in now, Roger Jones.
So what happens here? Ooh. At least didn't hit a home run. Oh, that ball was way off.
Too much, a ball and a strike.
Okay, so I want that ball probably right in here, maybe. We'll see if this is right. For straight.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch
Oh, I
the
was
zone.
wrong.
It's 2-1 now.
I was wrong.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. And easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2
insane.
away. If you're going to go down
Wow.
1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Dang.
Cut fastball inside.
This
ball
guy's
1.
really inconsistent with his
High
pitches.
in the air out to center field.
Well, that's an out. No, indeed.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. As
That's what we needed.
Now batting, Ian Happ. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the
22,
third.
up to 30 pitches
First
already.
offering on its way. Swung right over the
What
top
the
of that
heck
one as this
was
is a little
that?
dribbler out in front of the mound. And the leadoff man in
That
the
should
inning
be
will
an error.
get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Now batting, left fielder.
Standing in, Tony Kemp looking to
Oh,
follow
that's
up the
definitely an error.
RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard.
Oh, and they got
back up the
hit.
middle, and that finds its way through for a
2
base
guys
hit.
on base. Nice.
There's a hard hit ground
Again, I need
ball.
to match
Pitcher
my
not
30
able to get a
pitches.
glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your
Eric.
lips right there,
Need
Dan.
to
Sent
match-
it back
match
right
my
where it
pitch.
came from.
24. Going up to 30.
Standing in now, Eric Vogel. Popped
Ooh.
up Kavanaugh in foul ground, and
Just to
no
hit
one
it.
will track it down.
And there's 25. And 5 more.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nice.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Bases are
And they'll
loaded.
quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
We need to score right here.
The first base.
Striding into the box, Eloy
Eloy
Ferreira. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
We need to score right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second.
That's a
Scooped
double
up.
play.
There's one. On to first, and it's a double play.
But I still
although
scored.
the run does come in to score from third.
This is at 27.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Ralph
Damn.
Tyrone. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First offering on its way. Line
Nice
drive to center
hit.
field. But
For
this
an out.
will not get down quickly enough as
That's
it's pulled in out
28.
there in center, and that ends the inning.
We're at 31.
Leading up.
Ready
for
to
the
deliver.
south.
Here's the first pitch.
That looks off.
Stop.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
So that didn't look like a very good pitch at first.
Into the windup.
But
Here
that's not
comes the
better.
0-1.
Let's see.
Cutter low.
That was
1-1.
off. Okay.
A bouncer up the middle. He's got it.
Got it.
And that's out number 1.
Nice. Let's see, we're in the third.
Now at the
third
plate,
baseman.
Prince Shatner. He got on top of one and was a ground out
I might want
victim
to warm
last
up my
time.
pitcher. Here. This pitch counts at 35.
Strike 2.
See how good this is. Oh, wow. No strike.
Bases are empty. One
But
man
that's a
out.
good try. So get him out this time. 37.
And it's 1-2.
Almost hit him. So far we've thrown almost 40 pitches. Seems like a heck of a lot.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2.
But dang.
And another foul ball.
Okay. Hit
The
this.
1-2. is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Nice, nice, nice.
Digging in, Estevan Aguilar. He singled his last time up.
Oh, that was way off. That was a bad pitch. That's all right. This one will be better.
And that one misses badly.
That was even
it's
freaking
ball
worse.
Two. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
How about this one?
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly
Got
fighting his
him.
mechanics.
What? Here we go.
The 3-1.
3-2.
Hard liner, but picked up on a
Early.
throw on
Got
to
him.
first gets him, and the side is retired.
Nice.
Nothing doing here
47
this
pitches. Okay, hold on. Let me bullpen. Warm up some guys real quick. Let's warm up this guy.
One of the keys to securing a win.
This
They
guy.
want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much
I
as
got
they
my two
can
guys
moving into
warming
the
up.
later innings.
Grounded to first.
That's an out.
Kavanaugh scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Oh, that's not good.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John McLeary.
See what happens
First
here.
pitch on its way. Fouled away.
Dang it. We're only ahead by 3.
Line towards center field.
That's a nice
That's his
hit.
first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
There we go.
Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
That's what we needed.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now at the plate, Victor Caratini. 2 hits in 2
Here we
trips
go.
for him thus far.
See if I hit this
First
ball
delivery
pretty-
to him on the way. Pitch out. Nothing
No.
doing.
I want to knock this ball out of the park. If I can. I don't know if I can, but we're going
The
to
1-0.
try.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
And
Walker
it
coasts under it. And he makes the catch for the second
and
out.
out. Dang it.
Now
Ready
batting.
for another
Yeah,
shot
not very
now.
good there.
Number 2. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
See
He
what
comes set.
happens
Here's the
here.
0-0 pitch. Right
Missed it
through
right
it here.
mile.
He's behind 0-1.
You might see a change of
Dang.
game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count.
Nice.
Look for a little bit of change of pace.
In there, a base hit. And that runner
what
will
we
go no
needed.
further than second, as there are 2 aboard
The
now.
center fielder, number 8.
That's what we needed.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring
Here
up
we
the
go.
former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Hard on the ground towards short. And the 2-out
that's
throw
an out.
will not come to pass, as the inning
Yeah,
is
go
over.
up to 36.
Leading off the inning.
Our
Paul
pitch count's
Walker,
crazy
and
high.
they'll need him to get something
left
going
fielder.
here.
Hey.
Drops in a strike to start the
Walker.
at-bat. 0-1.
Our pitch count's going to be
There's a
over
late
60
swing and a
time we
miss,
get to the
strike
5th
2.
inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I might pull this
Tries
guy
the
out
slider
in
to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
the 5th. See how well he does here. Oh yeah, he's gonna have 60.
Out in front as he grounds this
Pitches.
one to short. Oh, and it sailed right
Oh,
over his head.
God.
at first. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake
batting,
there.
the designated
He's ready.
hitter.
Here's the first
Referee.
offering. Line hard.
Calhoun.
Foul.
Dang.
The 0-1 on its way. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time.
That
Laid
ball's
off
so
for ball
far
1.
off.
And he pops it up. Coming in is Kemp. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
I didn't get him.
And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second
The
base.
first baseman,
Somebody
number
too.
23. Kurt.
Hit down the line at
Kavanaugh.
first. And he'll take
There's
this
2
one to the
outs.
bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
That don't mean anything.
The catcher, number 9.
Into the box,
Isaiah
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner
Runner in
Falefa.
scoring position with 2 gone.
Got him.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Oh. 58. And there's
Lifted
59.
down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses. That's ball one.
That was off by a mile.
Walker on third with 2 out. And he fouls this one off.
Jeez. You got my right here?
The slider
Thank you.
freezes him at the plate. A called third strike in the.
That's what we needed. 62
Stepping
pitches.
in now, the speedy Tony
That's
Kemp.
crazy high.
He'll start things out as we begin the
The
fifth.
left fielder, Tony Kemp.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand.
Got it.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his
Safe.
third hit tonight.
Nice.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging
Garrett.
bunt infield
Keep it
single
rolling.
right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be
Come
feeling
on.
frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats,
Oh,
and
another
then this
hit.
one, he's 100% on fire.
Nice.
Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
The first
Now at the plate,
number 3.
Eloy Barrera.
Eloy.
Third
Who
trip
has the
to
better
plate for
pitcher?
him here tonight.
Barrera.
0 for 2 at this point.
Not going to score many runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to
Okay.
right. And that's in there. Base hit. Kemp blows through the stop sign. Headed for home.
Got it.
Safe at the plate. And they lead
4-0.
now by 4.
Everything
Nice.
done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side
Sweet.
and the offensive side,
The
to send
designated
him
hitter.
and the outfielder made a
New
strong,
pitcher.
accurate
High
throw,
throw.
but that runner
Your
was safe.
attention, please.
No
Well, this
doubt
ought to be
about it. That's
interesting.
one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You
Number
know the outfielder
65.
has a strong
Yo,
throwing
Hunter.
arm. You're taking your
That's,
things you're
out.
trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Seen that
Yohander
coming.
Mendez comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are
right
2
fielder,
on here
number
with
6.
nobody out.
It's only 4-0.
So striding forward now, Jeff Colon
See what we can
has
do
a
here.
look. Now the pitch.
Oh.
Grounded back up the middle. Reined in.
Could be
To
a
second
double.
for 1, but they won't get 2
Ooh,
as he
that was
beats the
close.
relay to first.
The batter.
See if we can score one more here.
Stepping up now,
Yeah.
John McLeary.
Make it 5-0. If we
First
can.
pitch on its way.
Yeah, we can.
Into center field.
I'll
line
take
drive,
that.
base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0
Nice.
lead.
Now batting. The catcher.
I think the other pitcher was a lot
Next to
better.
bat will be Victor Caratini, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home
I
so
don't think
far
this
this
guy's
inning.
very good right now.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's
high
an out.
in the air out towards shallow right. Jones
That's an out. All
has
day
a
long.
beat on it, and that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 4 base
okay, we're at
hits. No
5-0.
errors and a couple of men left on. At the
Leading
plate,
up for
Roger
the
Jones.
South. Keep it
He drew a
rolling here.
walk his first time up.
Roger.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike
Nice.
1. Jones has had his trouble in these matchups facing right-handed pitching.
There we
That
go.
is, he shows a lot more prowess against the
That's
southpaws.
an out. Got him.
That's
No.
inside and low. It's a ball and 2
Jeez.
strikes.
I thought that ball was perfect. It's a little too low.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Kidding.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but
Got
you
it.
can't be too cute either.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Not very good.
Now batting. Number 66.
Ready for another
Here's
chance.
a good pitch,
Number
maybe.
66 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball
Ooh,
game.
got him.
And he commits to the
First one
pitch
straight.
inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of
Got
the strike
him.
zone. 1 out, nobody on.
So thinking I'm right here.
Popped him
Ooh.
up. Number 2 has a
I
play.
did. Out.
2 down.
Nice. What,
A little
70
bit over
pitches?
halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at
Now
our
batting.
line score to this point. And
shortstop.
boy, just 1 hit for
Albert.
these guys, and they have not
Chavez.
swung the bats well.
Might
That's
take
putting
you
it
out.
mildly. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
That is
Next
such a tough
inning.
pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin
Oh, that's
or hit a
off.
ground ball to the left side.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Okay, let's try this. Oh.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
No big deal.
The 0-2 once more.
That was a good pitch.
High and deep down the left field line.
Oh, it's foul.
And that will end up a foul ball.
Hit
The
this.
wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it
Dang.
that time. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming
What
up.
This one? Wow.
Pulled
Oh, got
high
him.
in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Cologne, and the inning is over.
Final. That guy's day is done, though.
Now in the box,
Played really
number
well.
2. He's 2
Leading
for
off
3
for
thus
Iowa,
far.
The shortstop.
Here it comes.
That's a pretty good
Number 2.
lead. Oh.
0-1 the count.
Okay.
Into the
Wasn't
windup.
a
Here
good
comes
hit.
the 0-1.
Oh, better hit.
High in the air out to center field.
Gone.
Center fielder has a beat on it.
Oh, out.
1 away.
Shoot.
The center fielder.
Coming to the
number
plate
8.
now, Ian Happ.
Ian.
He's got a
Not
hit
much
in 3
power.
at-bats to this point. Hit back up the middle. Chavez ranging up the middle. And the 6th inning is
Dang.
progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting. Left fielder.
So
okay
stepping
then.
in, Tony Kemp trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus
Here we
far.
go. That's
him
an
up.
out.
Shatner is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side
That's
is quickly
fine.
retired. Now back to the top.
Nope.
Leading up for the
New pitcher.
Sounds, the third
Xavier
baseman.
Cedeno
Rick.
is out from the bullpen as he'll get his
Shatner.
first work of the
Ladies and
season
gentlemen,
here on opening
your
night.
attention, please.
Breaking ball
Now,
that time that
that was
misses
off
out
the
of the
head.
zone.
Number 65. Xavier Cedeno.
Pops
Dang
this
it.
one up. And no one will track it down.
Okay, let's try this pitch. Oh,
And there's a
Jesus.
fastball well off the plate inside. Cedeno has a good reputation for preventing
Yes,
the
2
long
for 2.
ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen.
Shoot.
Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 3-2 now.
Here we go.
A bouncer up the middle. McLeary has it,
Got him.
and there's 1 away.
There's an out.
Now
6
batting,
pitches on the
second
first.
Now to the plate,
It's on the first
Esteban
guy.
Aguilar. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
That's not
A
very
ball
good.
and no strikes.
These pitchers are a little inconsistent.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. Ready to
Here's a
deal.
better
Here's
pitch.
the 1-1.
Nice.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
But they're still
Obviously
a little
not where he
inconsistent.
wanted that curveball to end up, but
Got him.
I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Nice.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger,
There we
and
go.
there
The
are
left
2
fielder,
away.
Number 52.
That's a good pitch.
Oh, might not have been where he was
Nice.
hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway.
Oh.
Strike 1. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Nice throw.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but
Shoot.
it hugged the line and
Hitter,
found its
number
way
5.
into the corner. Thought it might be a
Really?
little bit closer play at
Calhoun.
second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And it's fouled away.
Not very good.
Comes set and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working on hanging another 0.
Here we go. Got him.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double.
It only
Third
took
inning.
15 pitches.
Digging in now,
Leading
Eric
off for
Vogel
Iowa.
Not
is looking
very
for hit
good.
number 3 here in this
Eric.
at-bat.
Vogel.
There's a good
Line
hit.
toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Stay at 2.
And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
That's what we need.
Number 3.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what.
See what
Work the
happens here.
count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
That's what we need.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have to.
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they're going to get him at the plate. And this is certainly not for one of those instructional videos, but it is a double play.
Whatever.
And now a triple play as he couldn't get back
hit the
to
wrong
the bag,
button.
and the inning is over from the stretch.
Didn't matter. Hit the wrong
In there
button.
for strike 1, 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Here we go.
Ready with the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's what we need.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice.
Stepping into the box,
I took a couple runs off the board, but
after striking out his lifetime up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Roger Jones.
That's a bad pitch.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball
Yeah,
that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Better pitch.
Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
Nice.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I
Oh,
suppose.
that was a bad throw.
Swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning.
That's what we needed. Not playing that great.
Jeff Colon.
Leading off for Iowa.
Here comes the first pitch.
Jeff Colon.
Popped him up.
That's an out.
Kavanaugh shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Knew that was going to happen.
The batter.
Digging in to try it again.
Come on.
John McLeary. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
What we needed.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way.
Oh, I got it.
And that is through into left field. A base hit.
Another base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone. Gets him to hit it on the ground. But obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Some of these guys are pretty dang good.
Number 2. Swing.
That's a good hit.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for
Got
sure.
1 run.
Maybe a second. And he's in safely to third.
Nice.
As a run will score on the play as well.
Now, Shays are around for a reason, and that hit right there
this
is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Oh, that's good.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
For an out.
Under it
But we
is the
should get a
center
run.
fielder. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home.
Got it.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from
7-0.
third is in to score.
Perfect.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Kemp. He's working
this guy's
on a
been playing pretty
3-hit
well.
ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second.
3 for
Aguilar
5.
takes it in. He'll whip
Pretty
this
dang
one
good.
first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
That's what we needed.
In now, number 66. No hits in 2
7-0.
trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Breaking ball
That
below
wasn't
the
very
zone.
good.
That's ball 1.
It's better pitch.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Much better. Crap pitch. I knew that was coming.
The 1-2.
Better pitch?
Still 1-2.
Not really. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not fantastic pitching.
breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Oh.
And no one will track it down. The next 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Dang, I was low.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling
That's
everything off.
better.
He's still got the entire arsenal open
Got
to
him.
him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Got
And
him?
a close
He's out?
play at first, but a great
That
stretch
was
that time as
amazing
they
play.
get him by a step for out number 1.
That was lucky.
Chavez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That was a crap
1-0-1.
pitch.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that
There
one
we
did.
go.
In there, and it's even at 1.
Oh, that pitch is off. No, it wasn't too bad, actually.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Kind of missed where I was aiming for, though. So that's a bad pitch.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Yeah, I seen that one coming.
He takes
Got
strike
him.
3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Nice.
Now
So the
batting,
lineup flips
third
over.
That's a crap
Digging in,
pitch.
Prince Shatner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's
Yeah, let's try
struck
this
out
one.
once. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a good.
Line toward the gap in left center.
Oh,
Happ
got
is
him.
there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
All right.
Trying to pick
He
things
played
up
pretty
where
well.
we left off.
Leading off
Eric
for Iowa,
Vogel. He'll try
the
to
third
follow
baseman.
up the double in his
Eric
last at-bat with another big
Vogel.
hit right here.
Nice hit.
Line drive to center field. Number 66 is there, and he'll bring this
That's
one
an
in.
out.
Now
Ready
batting,
now,
the first
Eloy
baseman.
Barrera. On the night, he's
Eloy.
2 for 4 with a
No,
pair of
not
singles. Ready with the first pitch.
Okay,
Here it
3 for
comes.
5. 3 for 5.
Takes this the other
Got
way to
it,
right,
maybe?
but this will
Nope.
hang just long enough for him to run it down in
Dang.
shallow right
Now
for
batting,
the
0 for
second
4.
out.
designated hitter.
Next will
This
be the
is guy
designated
is by
hitter,
far our
Ralph
worst player.
Tyrone. This is line to left.
0 for 5.
Walker is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch
0 for
inning
5.
as the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Estevan
Leading up
Aguilar
for the
starting
We got this
things for
one.
his
The
side
second
in the
baseman,
9th as they face the
Estevan
improbable
Aguilar.
odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope
Pretty
for
good
them at this
pitch.
point.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off.
Nope, that guy's done.
The left fielder, number 52. Paul.
Yusniel Castro
Walker.
is out from the
Your
bullpen as he'll
attention,
get his
please.
first work of the season here on opening night. Stepping
Number
in now,
12.
Paul Walker.
Yusniel
No balls and a strike to count.
Castro.
The windup and the 0-1.
We can't let him
Hit on
come
the
back.
ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
It's a pretty good pitch. Nope.
Well off the inside that time as the
Yeah, we
sinker
can't let
misses
them
for a
come
ball.
back because of bad pitching.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Got him.
Just staying alive, putting together a really
Wrong.
good at-bat here.
He's up to 6 pitches.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's off. Yeah, I know that pitch was
Base
off.
is
Someone's
empty
out
here
there
with
with it.
nobody out.
Got him, maybe right there.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cologne on the move.
Got him.
He gets there to make the play for the first
That's what
out
we
of the
needed.
inning.
Designated hitter, number 5.
First
Let's
delivery
start
to him on
first
the
out.
way.
Oh, crap.
Calhoun.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Makes me a little nervous.
And he watches one dip low
This
and inside
pitching
for
game
a
is a
ball, 1-1.
little shaky at times.
Takes a look at a changeup
Not
there,
bad
and it's
there.
a ball and 2 strikes now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the
That's a
strike
good
zone
pitch.
any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Oh,
And an off-balance
Got
throw
him?
is in time as he
Yes.
takes one away. Wow.
it's twice in a row made that
Stepping
play.
in, Kurt
23.
Kavanaugh. He got
Kurt.
called out on strikes
Oh,
his
what
last
can
time
he
through.
get?
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely
was way
reprimanded for
off.
too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Lifted down the line in left.
Oh, foul ball. Second
And
down.
that will end
No
up a
home run.
foul ball. The pitch.
It's a little better pitch there.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Pitch.
Swing
Got him.
and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it
guys.
here as
I'll
the
catch you
ball
later.
game
Have
is
a good
over.
one.